I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself. Solid Snake. No, that is not Solid Snake.
Yo, I hit the jeweler, got some goals. I sold a little weed, but I could never sell my soul. And when I'm in LA, you find me out in Lil Toe. Come up vocal with my ramen, I'ma need another blow. Let's go.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Hey, what's up, you fucking degenerates? And holy hell, where the fuck am I?
Hey, who the fuck are you, anime bitch?
What the fuck? Are you a fucking Lego? Cause if so, you didn't stick your dick where it didn't belong in, did you?
Hey, I only fuck goth chicks, okay?
Ha! Joke's on you. I am a goth.
You don't look the part, you fucking anime weeb.
Oh, haha, very funny. I may be a goth wannabe looking anime girl who wants to have a harem of all the anime bishi she wants to bang, but I'm nowhere near a weeb.
Suck my dick, you big titty goth GF.
Your dick isn't made of Lego, is it?
I don't know, wanna fucking find out?
Actually, how about we talk about this series I recently watched called Sonic Boom? You've heard of Sonic, right? You know, that one series where everyone seems to have a weird sexual attraction to a blue hedgehog.
Wow, we went from Lego dicks to Sonic the Hedgehog. That's a transition.
I love my wife. She's the best.
Sonic Boom was a TV show that was made in 2014. It lasted 2 seasons, had 3 shitty game adaptations, and caused a mass explosion of Sonami moment videos.
Wars changed.
To which, they really didn't have anything to do with Sonami, by the way, except for the fact that both fucking characters just showed up to share the same screen together. Fucking salivating Sonami fans, man.
Don't even get me started. The show was made to be a more Western Sonic for us Americans, despite the fact that Sonic was already made to appeal to a Western audience by design.
Food.
Sonic the Hedgehog pasta from Franco-American.
Sonic Boom is the 5th Sonic TV show aired in America, and it's by far the worst of all of them.
Damn, and to be honest, I thought Sonic X was bad, but this just takes the cake. If anything, Sonic Boom is practically an insult to the franchise.
Oh, if you think X is bad, you haven't seen Underground.
Holy fuck, I don't even wanna know.
Thankfully, the current status of the Sonic Boom franchise has been pretty much dormant since the end of Season 2.
Oh, thank fuck they stopped while they were ahead. They probably would have made it much worse than it already is.
During both of our completely independent, simultaneous, coincidental, not at all together viewing of the show, neither of us could bring ourselves to actually finish the entire thing.
My guy, it was that bad. Holy shit, it was like I was watching a tumor grow into a giant-ass baseball, then it just gets squished down on the pavement by a fucking baseball bat.
Jeez, wow, that's graphic. Are you okay?
After watching Sonic Boom, I'm not. I feel like playing MCR on repeat while I just stare up at the ceiling, wondering if there is any amount of purpose in my life, only to end up realizing that all I can really do is make content for people to enjoy while I don't even enjoy my presence or the sound of my own voice.
Your music taste is trash. Play X instead.
Oh, fuck you.
When making an adaptation, one of the most important things to do is to follow the rules set by the source material.
The fact that even Sonic Boom couldn't do that says a bunch.
And reminder that this is the Sonic franchise, which has some of the most inconsistent rules in the universe. However, even the rules that are set in stone and make Sonic what Sonic is are completely thrown out the window. For example, the main underlying thing in Sonic is the adventure feel. From the classic games, to the modern games, to the previous TV shows, to the comics, all of these have an overarching and grand adventure, except for this childish Seinfeld wannabe.
I mean, fuck, even fan animations got that right. Like Nazo Unleashed, for example.
It's actually Nazo Unleashed. Even in bad Sonic material like Sonic 06, Sonic Lost World, or anything Ken Penders shits out. There's still the idea of there being an adventure with stakes and characters and new villains and everything. It's almost like Sonic Boom isn't even a Sonic property.
It more so acts like a childish version of Seinfeld.
よし、俺様が相手だ。他北斗神拳。この野郎。ふざけやがって。
Only there's no audience laughing in the background at every corny joke that isn't even funny.
Fastest hero in the world, purveyor of justice, righter of wrongs, eater of chili dogs.
When it comes to actual adventure in Sonic Boom, there is none. The universe quote-unquote resets every episode. There are no overarching arcs or anything.
To be honest, that would have been fine if it was only for the first season and we were just getting introduced to the characters. Since typically, the first season is often slow and kind of boring. Even if the hook is good, you still have to deal with fillers and shit. But for Sonic Boom to not be taken in any amount of seriousness even after the characters have been introduced and defined by their personality traits, it's like, what the fuck was the point in even bothering with writing an adaptation of Sonic if you're not even going to try to give it the depth it needs to even be considered Sonic?
Furthermore, the entire show feels so much more tedious and alienating because of its lack of narrative focus. And it's an insult to the legacy Sonic set up before. Sonic games have always had these high stakes and these oh shit kind of moments. Adventure 1 had Chaos. Adventure 2 had Shadow. Heroes had Neo Metal Sonic.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember those.
Even the classic games had high stakes. The Death Egg in Sonic 2, 3, and Knuckles, Sonic CD with its time travel and Metal Sonic.
Now that was actually another good classic.
Yeah, sure, they were simplistic because of their limitations, but they were extremely memorable, and their stakes felt high. There was an adventure feel to them, and Sonic Boom does not have that.
I never thought I would say this, but fucking Sonic 06 had a better plotline than
You should expect the expected and nothing more.
whatever the fuck Sonic Boom was trying to go for. And that's saying a lot.
It allowed me to be something other than a princess. I was able to be myself. A girl.
It sounds like being a princess isn't that easy.
Now, Sonic 06 had a trash story. It was filled with plot holes, bad writing, bad new characters, a bad romance subplot, a princess who is whiter than upper middle class America.
This is Minecraft.
And a character named Mephiles who all the fangirls want to have mouth sex with, even though he has no mouth. But at least it was a Sonic story.
I don't know what the fuck Sonic Boom was trying to go for, but it failed. Miserably.
To the kids, you ain't got a curse to be a dope rapper. Most of these dudes is Johnny Depp's, good actors.
So, from what I understand, throughout the first several episodes I tried to watch, all I watched were bland and predictable cliche scenarios that follow the same formula over and over again. It's almost like Happy Tree Friends, only you don't kill off animals in the most gruesome and dumbass ways possible.
Hey, you know the Happy Tree Friends creators currently write for Sonic?
You've gotta be fucking kidding me.
They've been writing for like 8 years.
Okay, whose fucking idea was it to even let them write Sonic, when they don't even know what the fuck Sonic is about to begin with?
Okay, irate gamer, don't need to jump that far.
Half-bit, quarter-bit,
The show goes for the SpongeBob feel, where each episode is a comedic, funny, haha episode, even though, unfortunately, the show isn't very funny. The first season relies on mundane humor, where the characters say and do things that are either LOL XD random, or just really forced and awkward.
How are we gonna get out of here?
Oh my, what a knee slapper. It's Eggman on a pogo stick. No, stop. I can't stop laughing.
It's even worse knowing that everything is just so limited. There's only like, what, 4 locations? Yeah, no, that's just downright sad, pathetic, and lazy. As a writer, it's important to actually give depth to the world if you want to make the comedy work. It's not just about the characters, but it's also the world you're putting the characters into.
Most of these problems are attributed to Season 1, because in Season 2, instead of having awkward, LOL, XD random attempts at dry humor, in other words, the joke of Season 2 is, we're Sonic and we know it's Sonic.
I was just searching for more of that fan fiction of yours. Ooh, son Amy, spicy.
It gets old. Fast.
Yeah, that shit gets old real quick. Especially when it's being constantly done just for the sake of getting brownie points from Sonic fans.
But you know what? It worked. Fuck this whole fan base.
Yikes.
Furthermore, the biggest problem with the tone is the redesigns of the characters. Now, I've heard people defending this, like, but Dumbsville, it fits their characters better. Knuckles now has muscles to show off how strong he is. Tails now has engineering equipment on him. Here's the thing. Yeah, the redesigns are more proportional to the characters' personalities. Like with Amy's dress being more rugged, Sonic having a bandana and sports tape. This ain't your dad, Sonic! And Knuckles being swole as fuck, boy. But none of this actually matters because the actual tone of the show is funny and more cartoony. If you're going to make a comedic Sonic show, don't make your characters look more grounded. That's like making a comedic Mario show, but you redesign Mario to give him a gun and realistic proportions.
Are you looking for a movie like that? Because if so, I want in.
Do you have a non-nudity contract?
The fuck is that?
Good, you're hired!
Go to your corner and fucking cry like, oh, see, minion!
If there's one thing that I fucking despise more than anything when it comes to story writing, it's when people don't even use their characters effectively. They use them like tools and not even take the time to flesh them out. Give the audience a reason to even connect with them. Or hell, give the audience a reason to even tolerate them.
In their original source material, these were characters that, for the most part, were memorable and had some sort of likability to them, but are completely neutered in Sonic Boom.
I wouldn't say they're completely neutered, but I can say that they only have one distinct personality trait, and that's it. For example,
way past cool, huh?
Sonic's a dickhead. Like, he's literally just a simple-minded dickhead. In the previous adaptations, he was arrogant, but he wasn't so arrogant to the point where he acted like a complete douchebag just because he's aware of how relevant he is to the community.
Bitch, are you dumb, dum 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 dum?
Amy Rose is bland as fuck. The whole point of her character is to be some sort of token pink female version of Sonic, only a lot more victimized in the bullshit and Sonic rescues her. She's literally written to be a damsel in distress, and yet Sonic Boom, for some reason, decided to make her act as though she's a smartass who is independent and doesn't need Sonic to breathe air.
I turned out to be such a damsel in distress.
Knock knock is Knuckles, knock knock is Knuckles, knock knock is Knuckles.
Knuckles, while yes, is written to have more brawn than brains, it's like they completely took that away and made him a total fucking idiot in general. Also, apparently he's a feminist.
You know, Amy, anytime someone calls attention to the breaking of gender rules, it ultimately undermines the concept of gender equality by implying that this is an exception and not the status quo. What? Just because I'm a meathead doesn't mean I'm not a feminist.
War has changed.
How groundbreaking. Styx is fucking annoying, way too quirky, and is just an unnecessary character. She literally adds nothing. If you were to take her away, nothing would change.
I was staring at the sky.
Shadow is just Shadow.
He's only the second most popular character in the whole canon.
Gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly.
All I can say is that his voice acting is bad.
I prefer to stand.
Eggman is too much of an idiotic supervillain who is meant to be some sort of comedic factor where he is neither good nor bad, yet he still does stupid shit anyways because it's like they're using the good versus evil trope to mask the stupidity behind it all. And out of all of these characters, Tails is the less butchered. Hell, they didn't change a single thing about him, and that is incredibly sad. It's like the writers aren't even trying. I know this is a kid's show, and the kids wouldn't really understand and all, but I mean, come the fuck off it. At least give the characters something for the audience to latch onto, instead of just using their presence on screen as a way to get blind audience to even watch the garbage you call a show. Fucking hell, even the side characters are irrelevant. The more I talk about how bland the characters are, the more I want to cut up my t-shirts while I listen to Lana Del Rey on repeat.
Ew, Lana Del Rey. Ew, that's worse than MCR. Someone get this girl some death grips.
Hey man, listening to Lana Del Rey is a lot more tolerable than having to listen to the terrible voice acting.
I mean, that's debatable.
I mean, it's shit, but go off, I guess.
Oh, I will. Lana Del Rey is trash.
About Sonic Boom, you fucking Lego retard?
Fine. The characters in Sonic Boom, like Harsh said, are fucking shit. Knuckles and Amy are the key characters in this. Knuckles in the games had pride and honor. He wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, but he was strong and brave. He was also isolated on a floating island to protect a giant Master Emerald, so his reclusiveness might have affected his intelligence? But in Sonic Boom, he's just Patrick Star.
Why are you dressed like that?
Isn't New Year's the holiday where you put on a costume and threaten to prank strangers if they don't give you candy?
As for Amy Rose, in the games, she was fucking obnoxious. She would always fangirl over Sonic, and it was annoying as hell.
This feels a lot like hell.
So in Sonic Boom, how do they combat this problem? Make her personality woman. Of course, the solution to fixing a personality is by removing the personality and turning her into woman.
Feminism, guys. Fucking hell. It's like turning an already bad character into a much more terrible character than it already is. Seriously, what the fuck? How the fuck is that even possible?
And I wouldn't say it's turning a bad character into a worse character. It's more like turning a shitty character that I remember for the wrong reasons into a character I barely remember and only remember her existence by association. But either way,
You done fucked it up!
in conclusion, Sonic Boom is a bad Sonic show. It's a bad TV show, and everyone on board should be ashamed for being involved with this insult.
Don't even bother calling it Sonic, my dude. It's barely even worthy of the title of Sonic. How about we call it Shit Boom?
Sonic Boom, more like fucking shit boom. You're better off fucking shit than fucking with this fucked up shit. Fuck this shit. You don't know shit about how fucking shitty this fucking shit is. It's so bad it sucks. It's so fucking suck it fucks.
Wait, is that even possible?
I mean, yeah, you can fuck shit. It's entirely possible to fuck shit.
You would certainly know that, wouldn't you?
No, ew, I'm not into scat porn.
Then what are you into fucking?
Oh, goth GFs, thanks for asking.
Then I'm your girl.
Aw, hell yeah. Sonic Boom is trash, the end. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Should I be into it? Cause, like, I'm basically fucking a Lego if people are gonna be drawing fan art and making vids of us and shit.
You know what? At this point, I try not to question it.
And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory.